got the gym bag, got the intra workout, got the pre-workout meal. What do we have for our pre-workout meal? Carbohydrate source is a shit ton of popcorn at the movie theater. I'm gonna tell you, man, I don't know what they do to that popcorn at the movie theater. It is good, and it is calorie laden. So I had about 500 calories of movie theater popcorn, which is tasty and wonderful, that's for sure. And I had just a smidget of Reese's Pieces, just like, I'd say 5 to 6 Reese's Pieces, not very many. And then one little fun-sized Snickers piece, and that is the carbohydrates. Had those about, let's see, 2 hours ago-ish. And then about an hour and a half ago, I ate homemade Taco Bell chicken nuggets. And how do you make homemade Taco Bell chicken nuggets? It's really quite simple. Get yourself some chicken tenders, cut them into little nuggets. Get yourself some egg whites, pour some egg whites on top of those, just enough to coat them. Get yourself a packet of taco seasoning, put a little bit of that in there, mix it up so you got some seasoning in there with your egg whites and your chicken. And then you're gonna get the taco flavored protein chips. What is that, Quest? I think Quest makes those. And you go crunch those up into basically a powder, or as crunchy as you want them to be. I don't make them a full powder, but I do make them pretty crunchy, pretty small. And then you're going to put your coated egg white coated nuggets onto the chips, the crushed chips. Mix those around, push them down, all that stuff until you get the coating on the nuggets. Then you place your nuggets in your air fryer. Air fry for about 15 minutes. Probably do 11 or 12, honestly. 15's probably a little bit too far, but I did 15. And then do what you want. I took a high protein wrap, threw them into a high protein wrap with some hot sauce, and made myself a chicken nugget wrap. And then I had about, the nice thing about it is I was able to make like 20 nuggets and had lower calorie profile than Taco Bell and a higher protein profile than Taco Bell, with a very, very, very similar flavor. Anyway, so you eat that and you got protein right to the head. Bang! That's 75, 80 grams of protein. So, and it's good. And it is good. So anyway, that is the pre-workout meal. Pre-workout drink we had, that same one we've been working on. Was it Jocko? I definitely can feel a difference in my vasodilation with that product, which is something I was looking for. I get much better pumps, much better blood to the area, and also 200 milligrams of caffeine is the sweet spot for me right before I work out. So I really like having that. And then yeah, that's basically all it does for you. But that helps me just get a little better pump. I like it, like how it feels. And then we have our intra workout shake, which is the NutriBlast EAA BCAAs. I really like that because when I eat protein sources that aren't complete proteins, like those protein chips are probably not a complete source of protein. So I'm probably not, when my body breaks it down, it's breaking it down in the chain of protein is probably not full. So my body can't utilize all that protein because the protein chain's not being full. Well, having the EAAs, BCAAs completes those protein chains. So any protein that I ate throughout the day that wasn't a complete protein is completed once you have your intra-workout shake. So it just helps make sure that all the protein you ingest is protein that can be utilized by your body. And I think that's the biggest benefit you get with the intra-workout shake. Also, give you some hydration during your workout, water during your workout, something to sip on, tastes good during your workout. So all those things, it's definitely worth it. And then I like to have my vitamins pre-workout, and I'm good to go. So I am well hydrated. I am semi-carbed up. I'm not eating a ton of carbs right now. I was talking about that yesterday. Do I want to do carb cycling, not carb, so yada yada. Well, I did not realize how many days that we had left till the end of the year because I'm a goofball, and I actually looked at a 2026 calendar, and I thought that the end of the year was like Thursday or something like that. I thought the 1st was on Thursday. I'm realizing that, or did I think it was the 31st? Whatever, I had mixed up when I thought the end of the year is. And I'm realizing that tomorrow is the last day of the month. It's the end of the year. It's the end of our 90-day cycle. So tomorrow will be the last day on this particular diet. Then we will weigh in on the 1st. We will have I do this, I don't care what it is, but every 90-day cycle, when I end it, I do a refeed. I don't care that I went over my calories a little bit here and there. None of that matters. The refeed will happen on the 1st. Then we will go back into whatever decision we decide to make for Thursday, which will be a rest day. We will hit our workout like normal on the 1st. So we'll refeed and then we'll work out just like we have been, except for the routine. Well, no, the routine will stay the same for that one day. It might do a little bit more intuitively, but the body parts I'm doing are going to stay the same for that day. And then I'll talk to you on Thursday, our rest day, about what the rest of the next 90 days is going to look like, what that cycle is going to look like. I think we're going to stay in a cutting phase a little bit longer before we go into our bulking phase. So it looks like we might need 1.5 years of cutting. 1.25 years wasn't quite enough. But, you know, whatever, it is what it is. I didn't fucking get to 303 pounds in 1.5 years. That took me 5 years to do. So being able to take the weight off in 1.5 years is absolutely phenomenal. And we got to remember, right now we are the lightest weight we've ever been in our entire adult life. So this is, I guess I could say this is the best shape I've ever been in. I don't know. I feel like when I was in my 20s, I was in better shape. But when I was in my 30s, nah, probably wasn't in this good of shape in my 30s. Definitely through my 40s, I haven't been. But since, I'd say 28, this is the best shape I've been in since I was 28 years old. 47 now, so you do the math. And it's pretty sick that I've been able to get myself back into that type of shape. And when I look at my metabolic age, it's 35 years old. For somebody at 37 years old to be performing as a 35-year-old, to have the cardiovascular health of a 35-year-old, muscular health of a 35-year-old, to have all of the markers of a 35-year-old, I'm doing pretty fucking well. And I'm happy to be there. Now maybe we can bump that down. Maybe we can get 5 years off that. Maybe we can get that down to 30, losing a few more pounds. Maybe we start bulking, we'll see that change a little bit, but it is what it is. And then we were also, on the 1st of the year, we're going to transition over to a brand new scale. And I'm really excited about starting to use the new scale and all of the data that this new scale provides, and the accuracy of this new scale, and how much better it is than the scale that I was utilizing. So that is going to be a game changer as far as knowing exactly where I'm at, building muscle mass, knowing what my muscle mass is in each limb, seeing if I lose weight, am I losing fat, am I losing muscle mass, so on and so forth. So it's going to be an absolute game changer, and I'm super excited to get that and start utilizing that and start pulling from that data. Because the more data you can get, the better you can build your body to what you want it to be like. It's like anything else. You want as much data as you can get, and then you want to utilize that data to affect everything that you do. Performance, everything that you do. So that is key. But we had our intro workout, our shake, about 20 minutes ago now. It's about time to get in here and get this workout out of the way. It is arm day. So arms and abs is what we're going to be doing today, and I believe we are going to be focusing on dumbbells today. So it is a dumbbell day, and I'm excited to do that. Excited to focus on dumbbells, get in here, get a good dumbbell lift in, and we just got to do what we got to do to get the lift that we're looking to get in today, and then everything else we can utilize as we see fit. So all right, well, let's go get in here, get to repping, and then we will close this out. And yes, I did get my cardio in earlier today. I got an hour of cardio, 3 speed, 15 incline earlier today. So we don't have to mess with cardio tonight at all, unless we want to jump on for 30 minutes just for the hell of it after our workout. And if we're feeling good, we might do that. But it's not as crucial as I thought, because I thought we had like 4 days left where we could hit 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, have 2 extra hours. But I can hit 30 more minutes today, 30 more minutes tomorrow, and have an extra hour of cardio that we throw in, you know, and an extra hour of cardio at 600 calories burned, which is basically an entire meal. And we are on track to hit everything perfectly today. Our macros are perfect. Everything is on track today. So there is no reason that we shouldn't hit everything exactly the way that we're supposed to today. So that is exciting within itself, because it took us about 5 days to get back on track. You know, we had our Christmas celebration, Hanukkah celebration. We did that, and I just ate whatever I wanted that day. Probably ingested 8,000 to 10,000 calories that day. Did not care. Really enjoyed the day. The next day we were traveling, and we went over our calories by a few hundred calories due to traveling, and we ate after midnight because, you know, we were hungry or whatever, right? And then that threw us off for the next day because we'd ate too late at night and went over calories a little bit. So we did not make it up that next day. And then the next day we were on track to make it up. I went bowling that night. I had a couple of beers, which took me over. I had a couple snacks when I got home, and I wasn't able to, I didn't make it up. I didn't get back on track that night because of, you know, hanging out. Now, all these days that I didn't get back on track, what do I mean by that? I mean, we ate over the 1,800 calorie budget that we had. Did we go into a surplus? No, we did not. We did stay in a deficit. We did not eat at maintenance. We did not eat at surplus. But we're talking eating at a 500 calorie maintenance and 800 calorie maintenance instead of 1,000, or I'm sorry, a 500 calorie deficit and 800 calorie deficit, somewhere in that area, instead of the 1,000, I don't know, was it 1,200 calorie deficit or something like that that I have been in with this aggressive cut. So did it hurt us? No. We still have seen, we haven't seen a huge fluctuation in weight. We see a little water weight that we put on after the holiday because of the carbohydrates we ingested, and we haven't shed all of that water weight because of the carbohydrates that we've ingested afterwards. But at the same time, we haven't gained any actual fat, and we've actually lost body fat percentage. So even though our weight on the scale moved up a little bit, our body fat percentage moved down a little bit. And that is to be expected with all the working out and everything, which goes to show the calorie deficit's working. We did lose fat. We also rehydrated really well, put a bunch of glycogen in our muscles, a bunch of water in our muscles, a bunch of intracellular and extracellular water that we have floating around our body right now, which is causing us to weigh a few more pounds than we weighed before. And that's perfectly normal and to be expected. We'll see what our weigh-in is on the 1st, and that will be the end of this journey. So this 90-day journey, that is, and then we will set out on the next 90-day journey. I like to do everything in 90-day journeys, so that's what we're looking at. So anyway, gonna go in here, gonna get the workout in. I can just sit here and probably talk about this all day if I don't just stop myself and go get it done. I feel like I'm kind of rambling, telling you the same shit that I told you yesterday at this point. So let's go get our weights lifted. Ain't never gonna do it again. The water bottle fell. good workout, good pump. Everything felt great. Did we do 30 more minutes of cardio at the end like I talked about? Nope, did not. I just didn't figure like I needed it. Didn't want to do it. So I decided not to damn do it. I just don't want to be out that late. And you know, I don't need to tell you what time it is, none of your damn business, but I don't feel like being out that late. So I decided not to do it because it is pretty late at night. I tweaked the chest again, and I definitely think it's a muscle situation that I am dealing with at this point, because it happened when I was doing my close grip tricep presses. And yeah, you saw the last set. You saw that I kind of hit a point where it was like, oh, what is that? Tried to rep a couple more, couldn't do it. Hung it up. Then it kind of set in a little bit. No major pain, nothing terrible, just a little bit of uncomfortability, just enough to let me know, hey, your fucking right chest is not 100%. We are almost done with this round of exercises. We got tomorrow legs and shoulders. Then we got a chest day that's not within this 90-day cycle. So that chest day we will see what we feel like doing, and we will do it. And I'm not saying we're going to take time off, but we're going to determine whether we want to, how hard we want to go. And it is very likely that we will back off the intensity to some degree, especially if we're having any sorts of tweaks in our chest when it comes around to it. But also, you know, if I'm feeling good, I might go extra hard. So, you know, it just depends on how I'm feeling. And then next month, I have one weekend scheduled that I am going to be going on a vacation, going on a fishing trip with a bunch of buddies of mine, and it will be off the grid, no working out. We're going to do a full rest and recovery weekend that weekend, where we don't do anything except for party for a full weekend. It'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, full-blown partying. Monday, absolute total rest day. And Tuesday we will get back into it. There will be no calorie counting. There will be no anything for those 3 days other than relaxation and just enjoyment. So I am really looking forward to that. It is much needed after a year and a quarter's worth of busting my ass. And we will resume our normal routine after that occurs, and it will be towards the middle of the month, so not anytime soon, but it is coming. And you will not have any videos to watch. I know that a lot of y'all are doing your cardio, watching the videos, and feel bad for you. If it's what's getting you through, you'll have to find somebody else's channel to watch for a day or two. But with all that being said, make sure you're doing your fucking cardio. Make sure you're doing your cardio, because that is a game changer. If I had done my cardio the way I should have for the full year last year, I bet you I wouldn't have needed this quarter of a year to realize the gains I'd realized. I bet you within the 365-day mark, I would have realized the gains that I realized. But I did not start doing my cardio until about a quarter way through my journey. And then I was doing cardio every 3 days, or not every, 3 times a week. And then I added a fourth, and we're talking just 30 minutes of cardio. And then I added and I added the next thing and the next thing, and so on and so forth, until we are where we are today. Everyday cardio for at least an hour. And that is standard for me right now. Will I continue the hour cardio? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to continue the hour cardio, or if I'm going to bump it back to 30 minutes. We will see. That is to be determined. I might as well keep an hour going, though, honestly, as I sit here and think about it, because, well, shit, I already have an hour worth of cardio going, you know. So to back off of it while I'm conditioned for it doesn't really seem that cool, honestly. Seems kind of like maybe my brain is talking me out of it, right? You got that evil little part of your brain. It's like, come on, Chad, you don't got to do the full hour. Now that you've finished this 90-day session, you can bump it back to 30 minutes. And then the next thing you know, it's, well, why don't you just do 15 minutes? 15 minutes of cardio is good. Your abs have came in, you look good, you're where you need to be. Just do 15 minutes of cardio. That's all you need. No. Need at least 30 every single day. At least 30 minutes every single fucking day. And if you can muster an hour, that's even better. That's what we're looking to do. So we will probably just keep that hour up, at least until we see our fucking abs well defined. We'll get that little belly pooch off of me. And honestly, might go to an hour and a half. Might just say fuck it and go to an hour and a half. I mean, even if I just do that for 30 days, that would be pretty sick. That would probably be a pretty sick transformation of 30 days of our lift and our cardio. And the lifts might start going a little quicker with the new strategy that I'm going to be implementing. And we will talk more about that Thursday. I will outline exactly what the new strategy is, so everybody can come along for the ride and well informed, understanding why we're doing what we're doing. Whether it makes absolute sense to the viewer or not, I don't know, but I'm going to tell you my rationale and why I'm doing it, and you can make the determination whether maybe some of this works for you and you want to try it. And you know, if you are wanting to get into bodybuilding, I've got my program. It's absolutely free. You don't gotta enter your email. There's no fucking sales funnels, nothing like that. They're on the Google Docs. You can find it on my Linktree. I got videos in the nutrition playlist that talks about them. Grab it and start doing it. And if you're like, oh, I'm obese, I started this shit at 303 pounds. I was morbidly obese when I started this. I am not anymore. I'm in very good fucking shape now. Much better shape than most of the fucking general public. And that can be you too in a year or so. If you get the fucking program and you work the program, you can also come along for the ride. For me, it worked out great. And you might have to tweak something here and there. But it is a great general guideline to get you going. And it will test your dedication and if you want to actually be a bodybuilder. It will set you on the right track. And you will know what it's like to go down this path. You know, it's not easy. It's a fucking sport because it's hard. It's difficult, and it takes dedication and a lot of grit to do successfully. So you can do it too, though. If you're watching this, you can do it too. Don't make any excuses. Oh, I'm over 40. I don't give a fuck. I'm way over 40. I'm over 40 fucking 5. I'm almost 50. And I'm still doing it. If you're 50, I think you'd be fine. 60, you could work that program. I'm obese. I was too. I did it. I outlined it. Go and do it. Now, if you say to yourself, well, I want to lose some weight and I want to look a little better, but I don't necessarily want to be a bodybuilder. Well, it's probably not the program for you. You probably don't need to go and download that program and work that program. There's probably better programs out there. Or if you've never ever bodybuilded before, the program's still great for you. It's still great for an absolute beginner. It's never done anything like that before. If you've never lifted a weight before, this program is a great program for you to jump on if you want to be a bodybuilder. So, all that being said, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to have stir-fried cauliflower rice with stir-fried vegetables and stir-fried chicken. I think I get 8 ounces of chicken. I get, what, like 7 ounces of vegetables and like 3.5 ounces of cauliflower rice with some stir-fry sauce, two servings of sugar-free stir-fry sauce. We're gonna stir-fry that up and we're gonna eat like a king. Then we are going to drink our protein shake with our creatine in it. I always like to do mine after my workout because there are some studies that have shown that the efficacy of taking creatine after your workout is a little bit better. In other words, your body uptakes it, absorbs it, and utilizes it a little bit better if you take it post-workout than if you take it other times of the day. But it doesn't really matter. You can take it any time of day and it's going to be fine. But there may be some benefit to post-workout creatine supplementation. So that's why I take mine when I take it. And then I am going to go to sleep and I'm going to get a good night's sleep. Because I've been tracking my sleep, and that's the one thing that is holding me down as far as my health markers go, is my sleep is not great. I get about 6 to 7 hours a night, which isn't great. That affects weight loss, that affects muscle growth. But I do take naps. I do take a 1 to 2 hour nap most days. But I do get better sleep whenever all the kids are in school, everybody's at work and working, and so on and so forth. On those nights, I get better sleep because, you know, I got to get up, I got to go to work the next day, so on and so forth. So, you know, I think it's just being in the holiday break and off work and everybody out of school, it just gets you out of your routine. And, you know, it's good to get out of your routine sometimes. It's good because it helps you not be stagnant. and get stuck in a routine. It allows you to be able to look at your routine and say, okay, well, this was working really well before I got out of my routine. Now I need to get back in my routine. Or I should go to bed an hour earlier when I get back in my routine. And that'll provide me with a little bit more sleep and get me where I need to be. But sometimes breaking your routine helps you see those adjustments that you can make to optimize your fitness lifestyle. And that's what it's all about. It's optimizing our life, our supplementation, our food, everything that we can optimize to reach the goal that we're looking to reach, whether that be hypertrophy, getting bigger muscles, that's my goal, or whether it's being a great athlete and a sport specific goal, right? Either way, you know what you need to do to reach your goal, so make sure you're doing that. All right, anybody that needs anything from me, y'all know where to reach me. My email, everything's on there. I can help anybody out with about anything as far as fitness, lifestyle, anything like that goes, weight loss, whatever. I'll be happy to help you. So let me know if you need it. Other than that, I'm getting in the house. I'm doing those things I said I'm going to do. And we will do this again tomorrow. I need you to get out there and dominate in everything you do, inside and outside of the gym.